So, Team Star was revealed earlier, and already people are harshing their buzz. I do not understand why. I've seen frequent complaints that, oh, what happened to when we had real villains? Remember when teams were threatening? It's like, that never went away. Like, ever. I mean, people say that Skull started this whole trend of the teams being like goofballs and not serious. You remember how Skull took over a town? Remember how they kidnapped Lily? Yeah, they weren't exactly harmless. Plus, everyone was terrified of Guzma as much as they supported him. And then people talk about Yell, and Yell was kind of pathetic. But they existed alongside Macrocosmos. And Macrocosmos has a stranglehold on Galler's industry. Do people forget that? Do people forget how Rose summoned a giant entropy dragon that legit would have sucked up all the energy in the entire region? Do people forget that was done by, the head of this major organization? And then, sure, you have the Misfortunes. They exist alongside Kamado's ultimate paranoia and Volo's being yandere for God, trying to kill Arceus for not loving him enough. Do people forget the massive scars that both of those left on the region? Just because the Misfortunes were kind of doofy. I mean, it is kind of funny that we had a team consisting of just 3 people, but it seems like people forget that these are, legitimate threats. I talked about, Skull kidnapping someone, and you may think that's small potatoes, but, they existed. They were working for Aether, who was doing horrible, unspeakable experiments, and, ended up opening all those wormholes. Although, I do get the feeling that the wormholes were like, not part of Lucamine's plan, but she wasn't exactly opposed to them. Let's just say, because she did not care about anything that happened to Alola or to the world as long as she got to be with her beloved jellyfish. Which makes it sound all nice and squishy, doesn't it? But no. No, Lucamine was one of the most terrifying gruff villains we've had in a long time. Well, maybe not a long time. I mean, she was like... She is most easily comparable to Ghetsis. So... and that was only 2 gens before. It is kind of funny, though, that Ghetsis is seen as the most evil character, and he pretty much is, when his goal of take over New York is sandwiched between, Cyrus's I'm going to wipe out the universe because I can't deal with my own emotions, and Lysandre's I'm going to nuke France for the aesthetic. But yes, okay, I know Lysandre is more complex than that. But, if we're summing things up for a brief video about why teams really haven't gotten any less intimidating over the years, I mean, Lucamine's was, I'm going to get what I want and I don't care what damage I have to do to the world to achieve it. And Rose was, I'm going to summon this dragon so I can be a hero. And, I mean, Rose wasn't really evil, but Magus, Magus is a great character. I like Magus, but you do not emulate Magus. You don't summon the entropy dragon because you think you can defeat it and then get shocked when you can't, It's just the sort of thing that, the little thing called hubris, And like I said, even without Rose, Macrocosmos has a stranglehold on the industry and economy of Galar. And honestly, in a way, that's the most terrifying thing we've seen out of a team in this game. So, to act like the villainous teams, the really evil characters, have ever gone anywhere is really not examining the games at all. It's not really looking at their storylines. It's not really looking at the characters. It's not really looking at the plots. It's ignoring large chunks of action. Oh, okay, I'm going across the street, dog. Dog's behind the fence anyway. But yeah, I just wanted to weigh in on that because it's something I've seen a lot of just in the last few hours. Well, here I am at my house. I'll see ya.